Alrighty, welcome back to the stream, and I've got a better setup now. So check this out. You're looking at my fairly old, actually, Magic the Gathering playmat, which I got from the artist. Oop. Is this muted? Good, it's muted. Anyway. So, this is an old Magic the Gathering playmat that I got from the artist, Drew Baker. It's Prototype Portal in Mirrodin, Scars of Mirrodin, I want to say. It's one of the sets. You can see over here that's Venser pulling some girl away from this portal. The main reason I brought this out is, one, this thing's just been sitting in a box for years, so I figured, might as well pull it out, get some use. And second, it tells me exactly where the camera is. Like, here's the bottom of the camera, here's the top of the camera, left, right sides, so I don't need to guess where stuff is. It makes things way easier for me, and also gives me the ability to move the camera out to a better location for more viewing. Because the V-card unboxing was a little messy because you couldn't see shit. Anyway, let's start off here with a little bit of introduction. So, this is my Quest 3 headset. There are many others like it. This one is mine. This part is here because I do exercise in it, and this makes it a lot easier to get air to my face. This thing on the back is just a battery. But it's a Quest 3. Nothing too crazy about it. This is one of my main VR headsets. Over here, I've got my PSVR 2, and then I've got a whole bunch of other ones over that way. But this is the one we're going to be using for now. And using it with what, you may ask? Well, I got this in the mail. Project Babble. What is Project Babble? Well, Project Babble is, I believe it's open source, but they're selling these kits, and what they are they're add-ons that go onto a headset, like my Quest 3 here, and allow you to attach a small camera onto the bottom that does face tracking. Face tracking is built into a couple other headsets, notably the Quest Pro and the Vive Focus Vision. Well, no, really it's just the Quest Pro, and then Vive Focus Vision, Vive XR Elite, and HP Reverb G2 Omnicept, and Vive Pro I have varying degrees of add-on face tracking. Oh, and I guess Pimax Crystal systems. But this thing is generic and goes on anything. At least that's the pitch. It's completely separated out, it attaches to the headset physically on the bottom, and just runs through its own software in order to get your face tracking going. So, got this just the other day. I haven't actually opened it yet. I just unsealed the box. So let's pop into it. Oh, before we start, actually. VR mouth tracking. Got dog all around the sides. And on the back, Project Babble, sponsored by PyShock. So, like I said, I believe this is open source hardware, but PyShock is selling this completed kit. So I didn't build this myself. I theoretically could have, but I didn't. I paid, what, like $100 for this? Something like that? That's something, whatever. It's easy to do. It's easier to do than building it myself, I should say. Alright. So on the inside here, we have a license code, which I'm going to keep out of camera just in case. There's a little QR code for start here. And some stickers. I'm gonna be real, I never know what to do with these things. I just kind of put them in a box. This is... okay. So this here is the bracket. Looks like it's 3D printed. Yeah, I can see some of the layer lines. This is 3D printed, but this is a 3D printed bracket that just goes onto the front of the Quest 3 and attaches this thing, which is the actual camera. You see right here, you get the little Project Babble little tongue thingy. It's got a little teeny camera, see-through. This is basically the entire thing. That, I guess, is an antenna? Right here we have a High Shock branded USB cable. Very small. I assume this plugs into here someplace, right at the top. Connects up to probably power source, whether that's the headset or a battery. A little bit of hardware. We have a USB dongle. No, USB adapter. USB A to the USB C adapter. A couple screws and a little hex key. Yeah, they're hex screws. And finally, we've got this thingy, which goes right there, fits onto that, and fits right there into the adapter. So that's basically the completed assembly. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot else in the box, so we're going to do the setup process. I guess I'll do it on my phone. I was kind of hoping to keep the phone for looking at chat, but it's okay too. Okay, I've got to make sure I'm looking at the right code here, because there's two of them. Okay, that takes me to babble.pishock.com. Sponsored about Project Babble, source first, compatibility, open platform, works with everything, mounts offer for some, but not all headsets. You can print your own though. This is 3D printed, and as long as it's compatible with this bit, you're fine. Oh yeah, 100 USD plus shipping. Okay, follow the setup guide. There we go. Oh, there's an app? Wait, what does the app do? GitHub. What is this? What is this for? I don't know. Let's just stick with the setup guide for the moment. Okay. Getting started with the Babble app is as easy as 1, 2, 3. For the legacy desktop app, for the newer desktop app, Babylonia. Click here. Okay, let's go with the desktop app real quick. Just gotta install that. And I can actually conveniently just pull that over from my phone because I'm on. No, I can't. Thanks. Great. Helpful. Okay. PyShock. No. No, not that. I want PyShock Babble. Project Babble. DIY. Yes, that's the one. Right. Okay. Follow setup guide. Newer desktop app, Babylonia. Download releaser from GitHub. There was one released 17 hours ago. How about that? Anyway, go to Babylonia. I want the newest release, V1102, last week. Setup. Why do I need a license key for this if it's open source? A little strange, not gonna lie. Okay, is it done downloading? There it is, it's done downloading. Perfect. Nope, run anyway. Desktop shortcut. I'm really just like going through an install process here. There's nothing to show. Finish close setup. And I guess it's just done. Should probably turn this thing off just in case. Okay. Project. Okay, so Babylonia, done. Download and install. Configure camera. Insert the camera IP address, COM port, or UVC camera ID in the address slot. Click save and restart tracking. What exactly you need to put is explained in the hardware page. Okay, so that actually is not helpful at all. This is always the problem with open source. Documentation is questionable. Oh, okay. The app actually tells me everything. So real quick, window capture, and we're gonna capture Babylonia. That's not helpful. Does this one work? No, neither of those work. Cool, thanks, great, helpful, great, very helpful. In that case, forget it. Okay, new Babble app, wired or wireless. With newer Babbles, you need to our first time setup in the firmware tab, icon above. Takes 2 minutes. Assemble your tracker. Okay, this is a UI overview, got it. Dismiss. Okay, so I do not have a camera for my eyes. So instead, what I will do is I'll just take this thing, and I will plug it in to my computer via the USB-C port on my computer. There we go. Gotta wait for a couple seconds for this thing to initialize. Oh, hi, Rames. License key is for higher priority technical support for the actual hardware. People purchase a unit are given higher priority over others when it comes to support from the actual team. Extra software is reused for. Oh, okay. Thank you for explaining. Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Okay, so right, that actually would make sense because then you don't want people spamming support for home-built hardware when it could be a number of technical issues and just bad parts. Whereas this one is one that is sold as a product. That makes perfect sense. Thank you for explaining. Okay, so it's been a couple seconds. That should be ready to go, theoretically. So I push the button here. Refresh device, refresh. Maybe? Let me see if I can get this window captured again. No, it really does not want to capture that window. Not 100% sure why. Found 0 devices. Cool. Okay, let's go back to the instructions. It says here under hardware. So go to hardware, camera, main board lighting, setup, mount, wiring. That's not what I need. Babylonia. Ba-bum. You know, I'm going to capture this so maybe people can spot what I'm seeing here. So, window capture. Which one am I looking at? There we go. So, window capture, Chrome, Babylonia. There you go. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So explains what they do. I'm basically looking at this page at the moment. Only eye calibration option available, but I don't have eye tracking, so that doesn't matter at all. This is a Quest 3. It has 0 eye tracking capability by default. Calibration. Useful? Not at the moment. Output. Not useful at the moment at all. Settings. C routing. Okay. Happy in your blah blah. Show onboarding. Okay. DIY with legacy app. First here, instructions are the same as Babylonia. Okay, good start. Plug tracker into PC. Connect using USB port. Make sure switch is on position. Is it on in the on position right now? Which should be closer to the little bump. It is in that position. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna turn on my fan real quick. Device name, device manager, press enter, and I actually need to find a device manager. Okay. I did not expect that. This may be tricky. I've got, a lot of USB devices plugged into this thing. Ports. It's under ports. Ports. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see 2. USB serial device COM5 and COM6. Now, which one is it? Yeah, no, there's just two. There's 2 of these USB devices. I have no idea which one it is. Okay, back to the software. Yeah, COM5 and COM6 actually show up in here too. One of them must be the face cam. One of those things must be the face cam. And I'm going to take a wild guess and say that number 5 is the face cam because it's a lower number. And that thing's been plugged in for longer. So logic dictates that would be it. So let's go with COM6. Start camera. Quick start. Drop down tab. Oh. Babylonia, navigate to firm. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. So, in that case, stop. Nope. Wait. It wasn't started. Hold on. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for pointing it out, though. The documentation's a little nebulous at times. Hello, Summer! How are you doing? Yes, Babble unboxing. Also, hold on a second. I need to shoot somebody real quick. Only Lotus, hello there. Nice to see you. Report, spam, scam, selling views, message, blah, 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 and submit. Now, goodbye. Oh, actually, you know what? That was a real account that probably got co-opted by a bot. I will not ban you. I will simply deny your message. Okay. Right, back to where it was. Camera's not started. Good. Yes. Yes, things are okay. Things are okay for the moment. We're good. So instructions say go to the firmware button, unplug, plug in or unplug and replug tracker to make sure it's in configuration mode. Okay, it's been plugged in, so I will unplug it now. Oh, God, that's a tight fit somehow. And then replug it in. And then go to the firmware button. Press refresh. Oh! There's a 20-second window to plug it in. Oh! The thing said you had to wait 20 seconds before you push it. But also, it still says Sound Zero device is refreshing. I found one device. There we go. COM5. Got it. Also, sorry about that distraction. Summer, thank you for stopping by. I hope this unboxing is of some use to you. Even if I can't capture the stupid window for Project Babble for some reason. I don't know why. It just won't let me. Okay. Firmware has been found. We have COM5. Tracker has been detected. We're good there. Found one device. It actually says COM5 on this page. So, confirmed. Select tracker. Good. Set it to wired mode. OS configuration. Wired. Set mode. Yes. Set mode. Set. Yeah, no, understandable. I think the main issue is that... Okay, like... the Project Babble page goes to the, start, and then you get to select Legacy Software or Babylonia. Babylonia should redirect you to this page specifically. Because I didn't realize the Babble Tracker Quick Start page was the page I should be looking at. Like, because I think it sent me here instead, which... Well, no, it actually didn't even send me here. Where did it send me? It sent me to intro. Yeah, it just kind of sent me there, and I didn't really know where to look. So, maybe just sending me directly here would be a good idea. Actually, I don't think this even sent me anywhere. How did I get here again? Because I went to the babble.diy page, scrolled down, fall setup guide. That sent me over to... Yeah, that sends me over to... this page, which just goes there and tells me that information, which does not really tell me how to actually do the setup. So it goes here, and it should send me there, really. Just my experience with it so far. I appreciate you taking the feedback, though. Alright, where was I? Found one device, COM5. Yes, firmware, did this. I scrolled up to do the thing, right. Okay. Okay, so just unplug and replug. Cool. Yeah. And that's a lot of effort, like shockingly large amount of effort to get that in. Now, while that's restarting, I'll be back in a moment because I just got a delivery. Okay, I'm back. And, I I gotta say, I hate how some people package. Dude sent me a box full of styrofoam pellets just for these things. Like, the box is bigger than this. It was probably like a foot on each side, and I got this in it inside. I'll play with these later. Well, can't even see what I'm doing, can you? There we go. And I was saying, dude sent me a box that was like a foot on each side for this. Little teeny tiny things. Anyway, I'll be playing with these later. Totally unrelated to what we're doing now. Back to what I was doing with this. Okay, the tracker should be on now. It's been at least 20 seconds. I was counting. Okay, connect your tracker. Open Babylonia, open drop-down menu. Okay, Babylonia, drop-down menu. Select open iris tracker. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on here. I do see UVC Cam 1, so you're correct. There we go. Selected. Good. Open iris tracker. Start camera. Okay, and now it is going to do a thing that I don't like it doing, which is turn on the camera, but that's fine. I'm going to point it at a ceiling real quick. Start... Oh, wait. It's not even showing on stream. What am I worried about? Start camera. Start camera. It's not starting. Okay, what about if I restart Project Babble? What if I restart Babylonia? What happened? What about if I do that? Restart Babylonia. I should probably also take this little bit of plastic that's on the lens off. Hey, I can see it. There it is. It's a very, actually shockingly good resolution black and white camera. Like, actually, for the size of the thing, and also the fact that it's on a $100 device, pretty good resolution. Granted, it's in a little teeny tiny window in this program, but, you know, whatever works. Alright, so we're at this stage. Things are looking up. So, setting up the camera feed, ensure proper positioning. It's currently sitting on my computer, so that is not positioned at all, really. Face should be evenly well illuminated. Track should be able to see your entire lower face and jaw. Position is sliding, which shows the tip of your nose/nostrils. I guess I should attach this to my headset now. Although at the same time, I don't actually... Hold on a second. What was that thing about turning to wired mode? Set your tracker to wired mode. Unplug. Connect to tracker. So, small issue there. Because I'm using Quest 3, I don't know if that works. Obviously, I can make it work. I can just plug the battery into this thing, no problem, but like... I guess I would set it to wireless mode and then set it up to work with... Scroll up to the very top. Ah, there. Yeah, there you go. Well, that would explain things. I see. So the wired mode is for something like an index where I'd be plugging it directly into the headset, which would then be plugging it into the computer. Makes sense. Understood. I gotcha. Small details. We're learning things. I'm learning things. You already knew this. Okay. Connect USB, blah, 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 blah. The important part is the thing is working right now. That's the important bit. Install it. Must have a 2.4 gigahertz network for this to work. 5 does not work. Good thing I have a 2.4 gigahertz network in my helm. I upgraded my network, so I actually do. I say upgraded, but I really just bought a new router. Okay, I have Babylonia, plug in, blah, yep, we're good here. We're good here. Tracker, yes. Comm, yes. Wireless mode. Okay, so back to this. Refresh devices. Do I have to do this again? I might need to replug it in. I'm gonna have to plug it back in. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And there. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Gerbert. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the streams. That also reminds me, I do have a bunch of follows I gotta call out real quick. So, well, whoa, wait, I gotta refresh devices. Anyway, while that's refreshing, very quickly, Meister Miller, thank you for the follow, even though that was several days ago. Chaos Phantom VT, also thank you for the follow, even though that was similarly several days ago. And Stutterstruck, thank you for the follow, even though, again, that was several days ago. That guy keeps following me around everywhere, it's weird. I keep running into him everywhere I go. Okay, where was I? Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi network is found. Ooh, wait, can I... Let's switch to wirelessly. You need to set its Wi-Fi credentials. You must scan for Wi-Fi networks before you set your Wi-Fi credentials. Okay, so refresh wireless network. Yeah. So refresh Wi-Fi network. Set Wi-Fi credentials. I know the network's name anyway. That's not too big of a problem. Then unplug, replug. Do that whole thing again. So first, I'm gonna finish scanning. 13 networks somehow. Okay. Wi-Fi credentials sent over. So now, unplug and replug. And flashing, I probably should not touch that. Device config is only wired Wi-Fi. Okay. So we will unplug. Why is this so hard to pull out? I know I don't use the USB-C port on the front of my computer very often, but like, Christ, that's hard. Ugh. Okay. So, wait for 20 seconds. I'm gonna restart Babylonia real quick. Babylonia. I see UVC cam. Start camera. Let me read those instructions again. Okay, unplug, replug tracker, 20 seconds to turn on. It will start. Boot in wireless mode, functions as wireless camera, broadcasting on the URL. Oh! Oh! I see. Well, just for safety, I will open that here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I'm gonna restart Babylonia again, just for safety's sake. Oh, wait, I see it. Yes, I see it. Haha! Now, if I go to the website, does it work? No. Site can't be reached. Refuse to connect. Why? Why is it not connecting? The address, I wonder if the address is wrong, or if there's something... What IP address does this thing broadcast to? Because it may be possible that I've previously used that IP address or something on my network. Like, that might be what my NAS is tied to, depending on what it is. Oh, okay, so it's broadcasting to Babylonia right now, and it is working. I can see it. Excellent. Okay, right. So, we're at this stage now. Connect tracker, open Babylonia, URL... Click Start Camera to connect. Oh, I see. So in this, it's actually connecting to UVC cam, but I can actually type in this into there. Stop the camera. Do that. Start camera. I'm not sure if I should be starting and stopping Babylonia like that, but it seems to be working. So I'm not going to complain. Okay, I'll try to close that again, restart it again. Okay, so enter http://openirostracker.local, which I did. I literally copied it in. Tracking, start camera, and it is not. But I see UVC Cam 1 in here still. And if I click start camera on that, it shows up. So it's working. Oh, it's probably because it's plugged into the computer. Okay, let's just unplug that real quick. God, it's heavy. Okay. So just to show, I'm not plugging it into the computer at the moment. I have here's the Babble. Here is my little Anchor power battery that I got, which looks like it's full. Good. So plug that in here. So now it's powering it. Yeah, it's powering it. Light is on. I no longer see UVC Cam 1 on there. So now if we enter OpenIrisTrack.local, is that correct? Is it? Hold on, is it actually? I'm gonna restart this real quick. Restart Babylonia. Dismiss. Start camera. Because I also wonder, like, I gotta wonder if it's a problem with the camera, or maybe the battery is giving intermittent power, which is an issue. Yeah, I wish I could capture it. I really don't know why it's not letting me do that. Yeah. Like, I generally... Hold on, wait, maybe it's... Is this a game? Is that why it's not working? Is it count as a game in this? Let's see here. If I do game capture... What happens if I capture... Okay, it does not capture as a game either. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Babylonia just refuses to be seen by OBS. I really don't know what to tell you. Okay, yeah, let me try that. Okay, Babylonia down. Browser. No. Okay, I'm going to change the power source over. Definitely getting powered, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe this battery's the issue. So I do have another plug right here I can plug it into. Instead of being a battery, it is just straight up a plug. Is that working? No, it's not. Okay, let me try this one. Okay, lights on. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20. Okay, open iris tracker.local. Show me the money. No money. Okay, let's close that. Let's try Babylonia again. Our camera, open iris tracker.local. And nothing. Power is definitely getting received. The light's right there. This plug definitely has enough juice to power this thing. And it obviously works when it's plugged into the computer, so that's not the problem. Yeah, I was thinking of that. I don't know even how I'd be able to find it though, is the trick. I guess I can try getting into my router and seeing if I can find it. Yeah, well, why not? It's worth a shot. Why are you telling me my router's unsafe? No. I should have set it to wireless mode. No, I definitely did set it to wireless mode because I put in the SSID for my wireless network. But let's try it again just in case you're right. Also, hello to both of you, Gerber and Aveluna. I hope you enjoy the stream, or what counts as a stream when it's really just me having technical issues for 40 minutes so far? Okay, true. Fair enough. Okay, so device configuration, wireless, set mode, set SSID. And 6 networks. There we go. Set Wi-Fi credentials, and just double check it is set to Wi-Fi mode. So now we unplug it. We go back here and plug it back into the little plug. There you go, green light. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, these Vive wrist trackers are not very comfortable, are they? They're like off-center wristwatches. Okay, start camera! Hey! It was that stupid! Turns out it was actually that stupid in the end. Let's just check. Yep, there it is. Hooray! We've got Wi-Fi camera. It only took me not being an idiot. And by that, I mean having someone who wasn't an idiot telling me how to not be an idiot. Okay, where were we? Wait, did I get rid of the window capture? I did. That was stupid. Okay, window capture, where is it? Window capture 2. Window to capture. Wireless setup for Babble. There we go. Seriously though, thank you for the assistance, Adelino. Oh! Okay, cool, thanks. I'm not concerned about that in the least. No siree, Bob. Nope, not even a little. Okay, set up camera feed. Before use, you need to properly set your camera feed. Ensure proper positioning. Go away, Google. I don't want you to... Go away, Google. Go away. They send you a mail. I got a mail. I got a multiple mail. I've got so many mail. Actually, no. This is one of 2 packages. Everything else I've been unboxing has been random garbage I picked up in person from PAX. Hello, Roofed Zeus. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining the stream where I have technical troubles and a bunch of people who know way better than me are telling me what to do. Alright, set up camera feed. Ensure proper positioning, crop area, and click drag to select crop area. Interesting. So I will actually be using a smaller section of the camera than is needed. Good to know. Make sure that cropped area includes tip of your nose / nostrils, bottom of your jaw when open, and sides of your cheeks when puffed. Ah. Yeah, I know that feeling. So, funny story about this package. I found out a couple days ago that I needed to pay like an extra $30 on the package because of tariffs, because that's fun. So then I had to pay that and go, okay, cool, at least my package is coming. And then it just didn't show up for like 3 days. So that was a fun little, what's going on with that? What's happening, guys, at UPS? Wait, why is my closed captioning not showing up? Oh, the closed captioning is attached to the wrong microphone. There we go. There we go. So now if anyone is hard of hearing, I now have closed captions turned on, which I forgot to turn back on. I don't even know why I turned it off to begin with. It's fine. Okay, I guess we're gonna actually attach this thing now, though. Why did that... Okay, it looked like there was a big old bug just crawling across my table here for a second. Why do I even have this screw? Was this... This must have been for the mocap setup, but I don't know why it's here. No, this is for the tracker setup. Never mind. I don't know why it's still... I still don't know why this is here. Okay. So, got this. I'm just going to actually move this over here because I don't need the box right now. Whoop. Oh, right. Haha. I forgot about this thing. I don't usually do window captures with this gigantic window in place. All right. So, there's the piece. Fancy little 3D printed piece. This piece is made specifically for the Quest 3. Because if you take this and you take your Quest 3 headset and you go like this, it fits right on the front next to the, what is this, the depth sensor? I think it's the depth sensor. And then just gotta like, okay, I think I actually go the other way first. So like that goes in there. And yeah, there we go. Pretty solid. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. All right, now the camera. What do I do with this part? Do I just like have it hanging out in front of my face like a weird little antenna? Like, what do I do with that? Yeah, no. Quest 3 3D printed like front bits are usually pretty solid. You can get a very similar design to this if you're attaching like a tundra tracker to it. They usually have like a little thing that just goes right there, and it pretty much keeps it right locked in place. Problem is that I don't know how to make my own because the curves make it very tricky to like actually build and model these things out myself. All right. Anyway, so turn it over. I'm gonna unplug this because I don't need it plugged in at the moment. There we go. All right. So the camera is going to be pointed this way towards my face for obvious reasons. But before I do that, I should probably get the hardware out of this cable. Also, let me get my phone over here so I can read chat without having to look all the way over there at the other side of the room. Alright, so here. Yeah, you know what, that's fair. I don't actually have CAD. I have OpenSCAD, which does not work so well for that. And yeah, I figured that was the antenna. I'm not sure, like, I feel like that's not the best place to put it. I feel like there's got to be a better position than here on my nose. Actually, can I, like... That's better. Okay, so we've got holes here to hold the holder on place, and then we got a hole here to put the holder on the holder. It looks like it does go this way, because flat goes to flat, curved on the other side goes to curved. And this side is where a nut would go. So we got our nut. Yes, this is the, well, yes, this is the version that they're selling on the PieShock website. Yes, got it. But yeah, this is the version that I bought from the PieShock website for, you know, $100 some odd plus shipping. Okay, this comes off because this needs to go in here. Okay. That is one of the problems with 3D printed screw holes, is sometimes they don't quite make it easy to line things up. There we go. And I can just screw that in with my fingers for the moment. Just get it lined up, and then allocate it. Good. Okay, at least that's not as bad as before. I say that and it's not getting back in. Yep, come on. There we go. Okay. Et voila. We have a attached top thingy. All right, now the second part. Where's the screw? There's the bolt on that one. Yep, there we go. This is the other nice thing about having a playmat, is I don't have to worry about things bouncing and disappearing off the side of the table. Okay. First try. First try. Yeah, close. Hold on, is that? Yes, there we go. Look at that. Fits in. First try, like I said. Okay, camera point this way. Lined up. Oh. Okay, there's a problem. I have a head strap with a battery. You need to plug in the Babble. Yes, but you can just attach a secondary battery. Like, I've got this thing here. This is just, I don't even remember how much this thing was. It's a very small, I want to say it's 5,000 milliamp hour Anchor battery. This thing should be able to power it for a while. In my case, I have this big external battery I got from Rebuff Reality, which I use as counterweight, which I could theoretically also just plug in because it has a 90-degree adapter right here on the side of the headset, and I can just plug that directly in there. Anyway, there's a bunch of options. It shouldn't be too bad of a problem. The only thing I know is the model, this particular one that I have, will not work with the Big Screen Beyond 2. Because there was some electrical issue that basically means it was drawing too much power from the headset, which it would not be able to supply, and basically you would have to power it by battery instead of plugging it in directly. That is something I will note. I will note right now because they noted it in the email. That is not an issue for models that are coming out later. Yes, exactly. In an upcoming firmware version, it will be fixed. In ones that are shipping after this model that I got, it will be fixed. So, not a problem. And really, that only applies to Big Screen Beyond 2, I think. Alright, and we're set. The Babble is now attached. That could be a little bit more solid, but also I think part of it is because it's upside down. If I flip it back over, this nose piece probably won't be as much of an issue. So let's have a look. There we go. There's our Quest with a Babble. I'm just gonna grab the battery so it's not shaking around. Oh, okay. I thought it was an actual issue with the boards themselves. That means it couldn't work. Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, that's pretty solid. It's not moving around anywhere. It'll probably move if I like jam this on something, but like right now, that's pretty solid. It's not moving around at all, and like this part isn't even flexing that much. So should be solid as long as you're not like literally headbanging while in VR your head into a wall. And if you do, then the headset's broken anyway, and there's not much you can really do about it. Okay. Right. Now for powering the thing. Plug is on that side. Let's see if... Oh. Also, if you put your headset down like that, it will just pop off, which... honestly, that's not really an issue with the tracker or mount design. It's more so just a reality of this thing existing on a table. Okay, let's see about this, though. So normally, because my Quest 3 is one of the earliest models that they made, the battery is kind of dead in this, so this thing has been keeping it alive, but also I still have a couple hours of life in this thing, so it should be fine if I do this. Will that even fit? Will this even fit? Yes! Yes, it does. And voila! We have a face tracking Quest 3 headset. Perfetti. Molto bene. Oh god, I've got ads. Okay. Hold on a second. I'll be right back then. Okay, I think the ads are done now. My apologies for that. I forgot to keep track of when my ad break was going to start. So I just forgot. Sorry. I was just replying to things. But in the meantime, the headset is attached. Look at this. Ta-da! Okay, so... couple quick things that I noted while in the ad break, most likely. Also, let me real quickly just take this thing out of this little thing so it goes off to the side instead. This thing, very solidly attached. Will not just fly off even if you're shaking around, but will do if you do that, which, as I mentioned, is more reality of just existing on a table than an actual structural issue with the mount. But it is something to keep in mind when you're building your headset. Yeah, there we go, nice and set. Okay, this battery is attached in. Now the problem is this battery is also kind of old, so hopefully it doesn't shut off, because I think it has a automatic shut off when it detects a lower amount of voltage going in, and this may not be enough voltage to keep it running the entire time. So we're gonna let it just go for a couple seconds to make sure this light stays on, which means the camera stays on. Good sign so far. I honestly don't know why it turns off, because there must be some electrical issue in my headset itself which does it, because what I've been having is if I try and turn it on, it usually turns itself back off within a minute or two, so I don't get much charge out of it. Which is a problem. I'm not happy about it. It means the battery is not doing its job. But it seems like it's a headset issue as opposed to the battery issue, which is problematic, because the battery is the easy part to replace. You know, I guess with this orientation, I could actually just attach the antenna right here. It's not great, but it could theoretically do it. It is also kind of in the way of the depth sensor, which is a problem. Yeah, that antenna is not in a great spot. But I don't know where to put it, so it's just going to be a problem for a little while, I guess. Seems to be working, though. Has not turned off, so we're good? Question mark? Also, I will just point out, there is one last piece here of the kit that I did not use, which is this little USB-A to USB-C adapter. Most likely to plug this thing in if you do not have a USB-C port on your computer. So, very happy you included this. Love it. Very nice. I may use this for other stuff in the future. Just for myself. But for now, into the bag it goes. To be forgotten about until I need a USB-A to USB-C adapter in 5 weeks. And back in the box you go. Okay, let's do this then. I gotta do a little bit of cropping. Oh, hold on. This is not a sponsor bit, by the way. I just like using VR cover because they did really good stuff for my Quest, not Quest, my CV1 when I was using it. They had a really good face cover for that. Okay. Cable's a little short on this, actually. If that's not a problem. Okay, yeah, it's not a problem. It's kind of a problem, but not really a problem. I can work with this for now, and I'll figure out a better solution for this at a later date. Now, the trouble is, of course, calibrating a camera while you're wearing the headset. But that's why Virtual Desktop exists. Oh yeah, no, the antenna is definitely in my field of view right now. I can see it on my pass-through camera. It is right there in front of one of the eyes. Okay, so back to this, so you actually have something to look at, besides my very nice signed MTG prototype portal playmat. Trademark, Wizards of the Coast. Okay, so Babylonia, base camera settings, no. Oh, right. I started it and stopped it and then restarted it. There, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's off angle. Interesting. I will say it is very funny. The camera is actually really funny to look at because I can see like my room behind me, but it's locked solid on my mouth and nose. So it looks like I've got a really bad selfie cam and one of those people who has like an action cam pointed at them when they're biking down a mountain. Like it's really funny to look at. Like it's just really goofy. Okay, face camera settings. Let me rotate the image slightly. Whoa, hey, now that's... Okay. Why is it slightly off angle? Is there a way to fix that? Not really. I wonder if it's the mount? It might be the power cable kind of dragging it off angle. That is one thing. If I could put a suggestion for the design on these mounts, I don't know how you do it without adding an extra layer of failure though. It's just like some way to adjust the angle of the mount itself. But again, that really does sound like it is specifically a me issue because the power cable is dragging it off. So I'm going to... It also doesn't help that the power cable that comes with it is very dinky. Okay, I definitely have a longer USB-C to USB-C cable around here someplace. It must be in my pile of cables. Do I have a longer USB-C? I swear I do. Was it the Vive Flow thing? It might be the Vive Flow thing. Okay, so... Oh, whoa, what the... Oh, it came off. Yep, I just smacked it and it came off. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, so I'm just gonna... shut it down for the moment. I think attaching a correct length cable to this thing will be the most important factor in getting it to work right. The little dinky cable, great for something like an Index or a BSB, which has the USB port plugged in. Not so great for my scenario, but I have a fix, as I always do. I have this thing, the official HTC Vive Flow phone connector cable thing. Yes, I own a Vive Flow, shut up. Anyway, the basic deal is this end goes into the headset, these ends plug into your phone, and a power source. And that means I can plug in... Which one's the power one? It's this one. I can plug this into this. And I can plug this vertically. I'm gonna have a problem with this, aren't I? Do I have a 90-degree adapter of some kind? Wait! Yes, I do! More sponsor spots! Somebody sponsor me, please, for the love of God. I could use the money. Where did I put that thing anyway? It's around here someplace. There it is. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da-da! I got a 90-degree... Wait, no, that's USB-A. Never mind. Okay, these ones I got from Amazon, I think, should work. C 90-degree. Sure, fuck it. It's not great, but it's better than the other option, which is not working at all. Come on. Is it gonna plug in? Is it? Wait, hold on. Is this actually too big? Come on, come on. How did you come off easily last time and now you're not coming off at all? There you go. Oh my god, the base is too big on this. Okay. I got another option. Do I? Maybe. Okay. Here's the other option we're gonna go with. We're gonna plug this in. Oh, hey, cool. Oh shit. It's good. It's robust. Well designed. You take a tumble and still keep ticking. I hope. Okay. Plugged in. Where does this even like go to on my head? Why is this the hardest part of this entire situation? I'm stumbling around my room wearing my Quest trying to find a plug that I can use to plug into this thing. This is... You know what? I'll just do this. It's like a 10-foot cable that just does this, okay? That's it. Like, it's got a USB-A-N that plugs into your computer, but also has a USB-C-N that plugs into your... Well, no, it's got a USB-C-N that plugs into the headset, which is going to plug into this thing, assuming it fits. Assuming it fits. Which doesn't. I'm having a whale of a time here. You know what? No. Bonus solution. Got one of these things, little USB-C magnetic attachment thingy. Actually, might not be a stupid idea to have it here. Also doesn't fit. I'm having a time with this. Okay, maybe the HTC one will still work. Maybe, because it is kind of at an angle, right? It is kind of at an angle, so maybe this thing will work. This side goes into the thingy, so it goes here. Wait, are you serious? This plastic thing is too... It doesn't fit. It actually doesn't fit. Oh, boys. I found a problem. Okay. What other options do I have here? This would be great if I had that one weirdo, like, side-mounted bandolier battery thing, but I don't. There we go. That does fit. So I wasn't crazy. Those other ones just don't fit properly. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What can I do? If I had some sort of USB-C extension, use that, but I don't. I don't think I can plug this thing directly into my Quest 3. What do I have I can use here? The USB-C, USB-A to USB-C adapter. very long USB-A to USB-C cable. That could work. I don't even know what this thing's for. It might be for like my PlayStation 5 or something. Anyway, as long as it transfers power, that should be more than enough. Wait, no, because I don't have USB-C to USB-A. This is a journey. I'm gonna take off this headset because I can't see what I'm doing as easily. I got 100 cables, but somehow I don't have the one cable I need at the moment. Alright, let's get it back in the pile. Thought I reorganized this a little bit recently, even if it's still a mess. Okay, USB-C. Okay, you know what? No, we're going to go back to that one thing I was going to try, which I decided was a bad idea. But you know what? At this point, it's better than the other ideas I've got. I got here. This is a Junk Food Arcades A to C cable. Got this when I went to PAX East, or PAX West. They had a booth there, and I needed a new cable for my fight stick. And they had one of these, so I got one. But, importantly, it's a fairly long cable. It's nice and, it's like sort of braided. It's kind of like that plastic braided, which isn't real braided, but, you know, it's kind of styled like it. Okay. Don't fall off. And you know what this means? Because it's a USB-A end, I actually need to bring out the A to C adapt. Wait, that's C to A. Never mind. But I do have a to C adapter right here. We take that, we plug that into this, and then we plug that into here, and the camera powers on, and it works. And all it took was like 20 minutes. But we did it! Okay, now back to this. Okay, thing is on. We're good, more or less. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in my pocket so I can carry it around with me. And open Babylonia. Camera. Start camera. Oh yeah, it's much better. It's immediately not off angle anymore. Immediately it's on angle. It needs to be shifted. It's not off angle, but it's like off to the side, which isn't a huge issue because I am going to have to still adjust things. Oop, don't do that. There we go. Ooh. Got another issue. If I'm about to sneeze, I'm going to cover this thing. Okay, so back to adjusting this. Given that there's a crop area, it doesn't really matter too much that it's at a weird angle, although I would like a slightly better example of what should be evenly and well illuminated means. Because, like, the picture there is okay, but my face is a little blown out on my mouth. I can clearly see my mouth, but like when I close it, it's a little blown out, and I'm not sure if that means it's too close or what. Yeah, it looks like it is too close, because when I pull the thing off a little bit, my mouth is much more evenly illuminated, but that pulls it like almost off the head. That literally does pull it off the headset, which is its own problem. Okay, I need to get that screw thing back out so I can adjust this a little. Ooh, wait, image brightness. Image brightness. Adjust the brightness of the image. Drop. Nope, that drops the image of the. That drops the brightness of the image, not the brightness of the illumination. If we draw the brightness of the actual IR source, that would be something. So let me see if adjusting these screws a little bit using the thingamajigger will do the job. By the way, it's very responsive. Like, I'm not seeing more than maybe like a millisecond of lag or something. Ooh, okay. Slight issue. The screw, which I need to adjust in order to adjust the camera's position, is on the same side as the USB cable, which means that I need to be very careful about it when I'm attempting to adjust this thing. So that's another thing that could be fixed, but that one's pretty easy because you just need to adjust which side of the 3D print the washer or the nut is on. Okay, again, that's immediately much better. Moving the top one away is much better, and then the bottom one needs to just be adjusted in a little bit, but there's a cable in the way, so if I just do this instead, yeah, that's good. I feel like a model of like what the angle should be approximately would probably go pretty well. Since I don't know, I assume my face is approximately in the right location, but it's a little hard to tell. Okay, so tip of nose plus nostrils. Yes, tip of my nose plus nostrils is visible, although it's kind of at a weird angle, so that should be okay. Bottom of your jaw when open. Okay, hold on a second. It's a little too low, if anything. There we go. Tip of my nose, visible. Nostrils, visible. Okay, so it's now cropped. Okay, it's cropped. It looks fine. My face, I feel like, is still a little too illuminated. Okay, switch tracking mode. Once you set your crops, your face back to tracking. You should now see a smooth and cropped video feed from your camera. Okay. Okay, we're set. The camera is more or less set now. Probably. And things are properly flipped. Yeah, I would say the only issue is that I feel like I'm too illuminated and I can't really get de-illuminated enough without moving the thing so far off the headset that it's actually just not attached anymore. Okay, so we're going to go with VR Chat Integration Guide. Prerequisites, install VRCFT. Already got that done. I need the Babble module from the module registry. So, go back here. Where is your software? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start Steam VR real quick so I can actually, because I think the face tracking only actually starts up. Manage add-ons, virtual streamer, space calibrator, Oasis. Don't need Oasis. The emulator. Start Steam just to make sure. I've got a lot of plugins on Steam VR, so it's a little complicated. My setups are obtuse, but it works mostly. It doesn't not work. Okay, good. We're in VR. I'm in VR. You're not. Good. Good. Okay. That's working properly. What's that? Some add-ons blocked. What add-on is blocked? It's just Oasis. Okay, that's fine. I'm not using Oasis right now anyway. VRC face tracking. Good. Oh, I also need to open VOR. Because I have routing that I've done. So, disable the haptics, slime, and good. Start that. Okay. Virtual desktop. We are not using virtual desktop for tracking, so I would uninstall that. I really wish that I could just keep multiple of these modules installed, but it's a lot better now that most of the modules are actually in here. So I want VRCFT Babble right there. Okay, install VRCFT Babble module. That is the only Babble module I see on here, so I think it's safe to assume that this is the correct one. Okay, we'll go back. The VOR has started. VRC face tracking is running. Listening on the correct ports. Nothing loaded in though. Wait. Is it because this is running? Hold on, let me see what the thing says. Set of VRCFT, enable OSC VR chat, test with an avatar. Do I need to, it might be, wait, do I need to have Babylonia running? Do I have it turned off? Yeah, I would recommend using virtual desktop in general. QuestLink is a little junky, let's say. Virtual desktop is fairly featured rich. The only issue with it is that it does cost money, it's like 25 bucks. If you don't want to do that, I'd use Steam Link. Both of them are, I would say, better than the Meta QuestLink. Okay, how do I, let's see here, calibration, jaw expressions. Oh, wait, this is working. Okay, it is backwards. Hold on, let me re-mirror this. Okay, jaw expression. Jaw forward is a little... I think it's because of my camera stuff that jaw forward is like... It only goes up to like 50%, so I can recalibrate it like that. Everything else seems to be working fine there, though. Nose expressions. Nose sneer. How do you move your nose? Is there someone that can, like, move their nose enough to actually do a sneer? What? Mouth funnel? Oh. Okay, so funnel I can open. Really? Dang, okay, well you're set with this software then. I can't do that. Okay, mouth funnel is like a soy, like, I'm trying. There's a lot. Yeah, maybe I don't know what nose sneer left and right does. There is a lot of settings in here, though. There's a lot of settings. Okay, now, yeah, no, there's a lot. Like, I'm looking through this. You got mouth funnel, pucker, left, right, roll, shrug, close, smile, frown, dimple, upper, lower legs. There's a crazy amount of settings you can toggle on here. Ooh, tongue. Yeah, it's got tongue. It's got tongue control too. Very in-depth tongue control. Maybe too in-depth tongue control. Somebody was making sure that the tongue control was very, very detailed. Okay, use native VRC eye tracking. I will not be using that because this headset does not have eye tracking. Set Babble VRC module. Just face. Yes. Okay, now how do I output to... Oh, there it is. Where should OC data be sent? Receive... There it is. Okay, so wait. I can never remember, is receive port the data that this is receiving on or sending on? Or does the module for this account for the default ports already? Yeah, there it is. Start a Babylonia with host 12701 and port 888. So that should be seeing it, but I'm not seeing any data get sent through. But you know what? Maybe I just need to start VR chat to get it to work. So let's try that out. I will show VR chat momentarily. I just need to get into it and switch to a correct avatar. Because I have a couple that have face tracking, but I'm not currently in one, and I'm not actually sure what I'm in right now. And also, like, I want to set the camera up and everything so it looks good. And also, I need to log in. Can't forget about that part. Okay, we're in. Anyway, I'll just take a second. I'll be showing VR in a moment. Okay, camera. Nope. Behavior. No. Camera mode. There it is. Stream camera. Okay, avatar. Which one of these is face tracking? Okay. I'm not going to use Steve. Have this and go to this one. Game capture. Gotcha. Okay, we're here. We're in. Whoa! It works! It works! Haha! Okay, I've got to reach out over here. Okay. So, Bit of context, this is not my avatar. I got this from a friend. I like infinite glass things. Okay, so let's just do a couple mouth movements. Okay, so first, gonna move my mouth left and right. Actually, I'm gonna face this direction so I'm facing the mic. So, moving the mouth left and right. Smile. Frown. Can't really do the frown. Let's try pucker. Doesn't really do it. And it just might be the face here too. I don't know if there's a good test model. Another problem is that normally my mouth would be. I got a ring pop. Normally my mouth would be a little bit more tied to the vocals or the volume, but I guess because I don't move my mouth a whole lot when I talk. When I normally talk, it just kind of looks like this, so it kind of looks like I'm just kind of Okay. Mouth wide open. Okay, the mouth is closing a little bit too much when I do that. I don't know why I've also got kind of a... Just roll it around your mouth a little. There's kind of like a smirk thing going on. I guess that might be a... That's probably a setting thing that I have to do. Or maybe they're even just slightly rotated. Okay, so let's do tongue. Looks pretty good, honestly. Tongue up, tongue down, tongue left, tongue right, tongue just gonna randomly move it. It doesn't respond to fast movements very well, so it's all about that pose, which is probably fine. Let's be real. Nobody's gonna be doing that. Nobody's gonna be doing a thing. No, I can't say that. Somebody probably will. The response time is pretty good too, honestly. There's a little bit of delay, but it's nothing that's super... There's delay, but it's nothing that's super yeah, watch this. There's a tiny amount of delay. It's nothing super, what's the best way to put it? It's nothing that seriously drags the motions, but I guess the best way to put it just feels like I need to recalibrate a lot of the settings because my mouth is not responding in a way I would like while having this, even if it is technically very accurate to what I'm really doing in real life. Because when I actually talk, my mouth doesn't actually move a whole lot. It's just kind of, like this. A lot of my motion. I don't talk with my mouth. I talk with my tongue and my throat. So it actually kind of works. It's a me problem, let's say. But no, this is actually really good. This is very impressive. And you know what it is? Available on a Quest 3. That's what I'm using right now. Kind of want to try it out on a Quest Pro just to see what would happen. Although that's a little unnecessary. Very unnecessary. I don't... I would really need to do a direct comparison, but I feel like the tracking here maybe about on par with that on a Quest Pro. It's definitely better than the one in the Vive Focus Vision. The Vive Focus Vision has a lot of mouth tracking stuff and is pretty delayed. Quest Pro is fairly responsive. I think this might be a little bit better, like I might have a little bit more detail, but it's hard to tell. Hold on, there's a thing here. Ooh, turning off filtering. Okay, let's try that real quick. Filter settings. There we go. Filtering on or off. Off it is. Okay, it froze for a second there. I'm not sure if the... I see. So the filtering just smooths it out because you look... You see that jitter right there? I see. That's what the filtering probably does. Okay, let's read that again. Look at me. I'm the enemy girl now. Yeah, it looks like it really is more of a face problem as opposed to a filtering issue. Because, like, if I turn it back on... A little bit of judder, not as much. But I feel like it is much smoother in this situation than that. What I really need to do is test this out on my PSVR 2. Because then I could see, like... That would be the cheapest, I think, full face tracking setup. Because the PSVR 2 is what, like $350? Get this for initial 100 for getting, you know, tariffs or whatever. So that's $450, which still places it lower than a Quest 3 for the full thing. The only issue being that you do still need to do the external battery thing like I have here. Until someone figures out how to wire up stuff directly onto the PSVR 2's, like, cable. Then you're set. The other issue is that this avatar's face lock. Oh, is that why? Huh? This thing's got... Okay, so... Eye tracking enabled. There we go. Now I don't look as dumb because I don't have eyes shut all the time. See? I would be winking, but I don't have eye tracking on this thing. Yeah, this is, I'm very happy with how well this thing is working. This is great. This is fantastic, legitimately. And it's running just off this little Anker battery I've got in my pocket, which is at... It's barely sucking any power out of this thing. It's got a very low power draw, so you could just run this off whatever. What would be pretty funny, actually, I doubt it would work. You could, like, run it off your phone and just have your phone do a lot of the processing. That probably wouldn't work, though. Unless... Oh. I'm just having too much fun playing around with this, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, what else we got in here? GPU acceleration turned on already. Good. Check for updates. Yes. Launch first time setup. No. So not a whole lot else in the settings here. The OSC data is already set prior to this, and it did interface with the VRC face tracking stuff properly, so we're all good there. Yeah, it's working great. Ooh, app theme, dark. There we go. Biggest issue, fixed. So the only thing left I would need to like do a lot of I would definitely need to do a lot of fine tuning with my own face, I think. What would be cool would be part of the setup procedure for this thing, where it just, you can run a thing to just go like, do this face, do this face, ooh, do this face, and then it would sort of do the tracking to figure out what the extremes of your range are. But that's, you know, not the biggest issue, all things considered. That would just be like a setup thing, possibly down the line. Oop, I see a message, I gotta read that. If you go on the calibration settings, you can tweak every shape. Yeah, we're playing around with calibration for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like, you're definitely on the right track with this. Oh, it's actually kind of funny. The avatar is frozen because I'm popped out of VR for the moment, but the face is not. So I'm just stuck in this frozen pose while my eyes and mouth are moving, like I'm trapped. But yeah, no, this is working fantastically. Honestly, like, obviously I would hope that this works well, but like, genuinely, this is fantastic in how well it works. I'm gonna bust this thing out later and just like mess around with people with it. I like these glasses. I should get these glasses. I should get these glasses in my own avatar. All right, now. This avatar has extremely good face tracking. That's why I picked this one up. Well, no, that's why I'm using this one. I picked it up from a friend. Let's try something out that has more difficult face tracking. Ready? Wait for it. I am Steve. But yes, this does actually have face tracking. Face tracking is on. Volumes enable, eye tracking enable. I'll turn that off. Lip tracking, gestures enabled. Mewing compatible. Suck your cheeks in, pucker up, raise your eyebrows. Okay, puffing my cheeks. Sucking my cheeks in. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, it doesn't do well. Let's put it bluntly. It just does. It doesn't. It does a little, but it doesn't work very well. All right, let's. I think this one had face tracking too, so let's try it out. I can't really do like the duck face well. Yeah. Actually, this one seems more responsive with my mouth when I'm talking. Maybe it's just that specific like face tracking setup. Watch a guy be an anime girl and stare at himself in a mirror for 20 minutes as he makes faces and licks his lips. ASMR. Hey, that's right. I'm an anime girl now. Look at me. Oh, la, 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 la. Alright, what else we got? Do I have another... I do have one other face tracking avatar in stock, but realistically I should not use it. Because I found out it has some not safe for work toggles. So I will not use it. That seems like a bad idea for me. What else we got? Do I have anything else that might have face tracking? I I just want to see if this might actually have face tracking. Let's find out. Nope, Mark does not have face tracking, unfortunately. He does have a Quest, though. Wait, receivers? Nope, that's lip contact. Never mind. Do I have anything else? No, I think that's it. I think it's just that. So let's go back to this one. Yeah. So. Nah. I think part of it is also probably limited to what the blend shapes were on the face to begin with, because, like, the talking thing where my mouth isn't moving a whole lot when I talk, you know, that's one thing. But, like, right now I'm trying to do, like, a big underbite motion, so suck my lower jaw in and stick my upper jaw out. Does not work. Which, you know, is reasonable, because nobody's going to do that, realistically. Until we get, like, some sort of crazy super blend shape that lets you do every single facial thing ever. Which someone probably makes, and it's probably like $50 on, like, Booth or something. But yeah, that's really it. Just very happy about this whole thing has turned out. It's a part... Okay, so... The only issues I have with this are not issues with the actual face tracking hardware and all that stuff. It's all like the, let's say, packaging around it. Like the setup instructions could be a little clearer. The cable could have a better setup for the cable there. And really that's it. Oh, and then the actual attachment point. The antenna is like sticking out and just kind of sticking out into space at the moment, which is not ideal. And I want to say that's really about it. So, like, the cable, the antenna, the instructions, and that's really about it. And then also, if I do this, wait for it. Hey, look at that! I'm now in VR for real. It's like a finger controls because I'm on a Quest. Aha! So, like I was saying, cable, instructions, antenna, and then I guess mounting is a little bit of a problem, but like, oh no, the mounting, but also kind of the IR camera is a little bit too bright, but I don't know if that's like a too bright thing or I'm actually too pale for it or like what. So like, in general though, like extremely good. Like, I'm very happy about this. If you buy this right now, you will have, in a period of time, because shipping is in limited amounts, a full face tracking setup. Just, you'll have it. You'll have it on any headset you own. Any headset! Any headset! Excuse me. But yeah. It's great. I can't stop staring at myself talking. It's also because I'm a very cute anime girl right now. Look at me. It's adorable. It's adorable. And you can see the mouth moving. The mouth is moving. The mouth is moving! Sorry, I'm just very excited about this. But, yeah, it's really all I can say. It works great. It works great. This is a excellent product right now, out of the gate. And also, you can make your own. Right. You can make your own from home if you have a 3D printer and some knowledge of electronics and soldering skills. Not everyone has that, though. For those people, you can pay $100 and get it shipped to you in a period of time because it's a very small batch shipping situation going on. You know what I mean? Good. Gotta pop out of VR real quick. Push this button. I gotta say, the best thing about the Quest 3 is the ability to just pop out of VR for a moment, just instantaneously. And I get to talk like Mr. Beast all the time, because the hand tracking only works in this area of my view. Hold on a second. I gotta get the controller for this one. God, I'm just having too much fun with this. It's not like I haven't even used face tracking before. Like I said, I got a Quest Pro, I've got a Vive Focus Vision, so I have 2 other face tracking headsets, but like, this is so much easier. And this can go on technically anything. Asterisk if I 3D print a mount for it to go on anything. Which is its own set of situations. But, yeah, I'm super down with this thing. This is great. I love this thing. I can exist in VR. Sorry, I'm just going to keep harping on that point a bit longer. You got my recommendation. Even though I don't actually use face tracking on my like main avatar. Because it doesn't even have the mouth to do it. But it's great. So, bravo to the team. I'm sure you're going to keep doing excellent work as you continue updating the systems and the instructions and all that stuff. That's all I got. Honestly, this unboxing stream went a little bit sideways because of the cable thing and took a little longer than I was expecting. But we got here in the end. Okay, I should probably stop the stream now. Anyway, so thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. And, yeah, just keep doing fun stuff. Keep doing the good work for the developers. For anyone who is watching this video, or the stream, the VOD, you know, whatever, and you're interested in VR or the Babble face tracking stuff, there you go. It works. Ideally, you will have a better facial range than I do, or you'll spend a lot more time fine-tuning the stuff. Or the developers will have programmed a thing to auto-do that for you, which will render any effort I put into that part useless. Alright, now I gotta stop the stream before the ad break comes on. Whoop, I smacked it. I smacked my face just now. And it's back. We're good. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy, like I said, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. I will probably be getting into VR just on personal stuff later and flaunting my new face tracking at people for funsies because it's fun doing that. And also, this thing does not take any battery. Like, this battery, I mean, I haven't been in here for very long, granted, but it's still at 4 bars, and this thing is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so this thing will probably last you, like, 5 hours on a charge. And this is not a cheap battery. This is not an expensive battery. This is the cheap one. I got expensive batteries. This is not one of them. It is an extra cost to factor in, though. But, yeah. Thanks so much. And I will see you next time for maybe actual gameplay and not an unboxing stream. All right, bye.